Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. I am fine. Kisumu is also fine. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from. Raila Odinga and Martha Karua today led the Azimio brigades to a series of political events or rallies in Nyeri County.
Demokrasia, nani ameleta multi-party, nani ameleta devolution, nani ameleta katiba mpya. Sasa nani anafaa kuchaguliwa kama rais? Nani anafaa kuchaguliwa kama rais? Wacha madhira, tuache kumsema kidogo, tuache kumsema ndugu yangu.
That event in Nyeri, in my view, is significant politically speaking because of several reasons. Number one, Nyeri County is the home county to the former president, Mwai Kibaki. Martha Karua and Raila Odinga played a key role in Mwai Kibaki's presidency. In fact, in 2007, Martha Karua was the only man standing, in quotes, amongst the Kikuyu members of parliament who stood firm and ensured that Mwai Kibaki was actually sworn in at night. So Martha Karua protected the interest of the Kikuyu nation. Raila Odinga, on the other hand, said Kibaki tosha, but they fell out and became an enemy of Mwai Kibaki in 2007. So the visit by these two people to Nyeri up to Othaya, in my view, is significant. Number two, Nyeri County is also the home county to Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is William Ruto's running mate. So before this event, it was expected that Rigathi Gachagua, being a mobilizer, was going to mobilize people to disrupt the rallies. The truth of the matter is that up to this stage, I've not had any event, any chaos or any attempts to disrupt the rally. And the fact that Rigathi Gachagua comes from Nyeri County, it means Kenyans were going to monitor very keenly whatever was going to take place in Nyeri. Number three, Nyeri County, in terms of Mount Kenya politics, is one of the counties which shapes the politics of that region. The fact that Raila Odinga and Karua were in that county and the county shapes the politics means Kenyans were going to follow the events down there keenly. So in this video today, I want us to do a critical analysis of that particular trip, why it's significant, and the objectives which Raila Odinga and Martha Karua intends to achieve. Remember, this event is coming at a time when there is bitter exchange between the Deputy President William Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta. But before we get into all those details, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. So the only request I want to make to you guys is for this particular video, please give it thumbs up. Now, let us get back to the main issue. Why do you think the trip by Raila Odinga and Martha Karua to Nyeri County up to Othaya is significant? In my view, number one, I think it has to do with political debts in Kenya, especially the Mount Kenya. If you read the history of this country, it will tell you that without Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, probably Mzee Jomo Kenyatta would not have made it to the presidency. Again, without Raila Odinga, chances of Mwai Kibaki becoming the president of the Republic of Kenya were limited. But again, William Ruto is also claiming, and loudly, ahead of Raila Odinga's visit to the mountain, that it is him who made President Uhuru Kenyatta the president. Uhuru was elected in 2013. So the truth of the matter is that both Raila Odinga and William Ruto are claiming that the mountain owed them. So the trip by Raila and Martha Karua to the mountain, in my view, was meant to address that issue of the debt. And I listened to the speeches by Raila Odinga and that of Martha Karua, especially in Othaya, and it was clear that the issue of debt was being addressed.
Mimi nafanya kama waziri wa barabara na ujenzi, sivyo? Tumefanya mambo mengi zaidi. Mara ya kwanza nilipoleta Kibaki hapa na Bandera kama rais wa Kenya, tukaingia mpaka Othaya, ile pikipiki ilipita mto Chania ikafika mpaka Nyeri, tukaingia hapa. Mliniita mimi Raila Mtongoria Jamba. Simulina Mtongoria Jamba, sio? Mimi nilileta barabara ile Bandera hapa. Maana Kibaki aliumia tukiwa naye katika campaign, akawa yeye ako chini. Mimi ndio nilikuwa nafanya campaign pembe zote za Kenya kwa Kimwei Kibaki mpaka tukashinda uchaguzi hiyo, sio? Si ndio? Sasa mimi nataka nyinyi mrudishe mkono kwa nembo ya Kibaki. Mtarudisha mkono. Wapi wako tayari kurudisha mkono nione? Sasa tuko na ziara mrefu, lakini nataka msikie sauti ya mama Martha Wangari Karua.
Othaya muriega ndona mwikutandaka kiete wega muririkanaga gicugu twiranaga mundu ekutandaka na ndaka mundu ngirigwa ni ndui ni ndoro. Sasa baba amepanda mlima au hajapanda? Amepanda au hajapanda? Nani huyo alisema baba hawezi kupanda mlima? Amemkumbusha, alisema Kibaki tosha. Simulifurahia siku hiyo? Basi yeye ndiye huyu sasa anamuomba kura ya mwaka huu. Si mimi nilisimama na mzee wetu. Hii ni wakati wenu kupatia baba na Martha kura zenu. Tusimame na nchi yetu. Na nemoyate nitoe kuruta wera. Amemwelezea kazi yake kama waziri wa barabara, lakini kazi ingine na mnaijua kabisa. Amesimama na Wakenya miaka yake yote, akiwa ndani na nje ya serikali. Onoe wa Karua miaka 10 itakirega thirikari. No uiguaga mugambo wakwa gukira wale mararia mbeca.
Now from those speeches it is clear that the issue of the debts are being talked about. So the people of Nyeri and the Mount Kenya in general are being reminded by Raila Odinga and Martha Karua that it's me who defended Kibaki and it's Raila who said Kibaki tosha. William Ruto might have said Uhuru, but there's also the story that he was actually paid to support Uhuru Kenyatta. So the debt which is there is that of Raila Odinga. So whether the people of Nyeri will heed to that is something we can't tell, because of course William Ruto, as we speak, is currently controlling the Mount Kenya politics. So that's the first objective. Number two, politics is a game of numbers. The truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga, Martha Karua, and all other politicians are currently looking at the numbers. Are currently looking at the numbers. Are the numbers adding up? I'm just trying to get certain numbers here. Are numbers adding up? If Uhuru Kenyatta got, say, 90% or 80% in the mountain, can Ruto achieve that? If Raila Odinga got, let's say, 5% in the mountain in the last election, Can he retain that or can he increase? Because game politics is actually a game of numbers. Let me just share with you the figures as per 2013 and also 2017. These were shared by a gentleman called Wahome Thuku. He comes from Nyeri County. He's talking of numbers. He's saying Nyeri County in 2017, all registered voters in Nyeri County were 456,949. That's huge. Close to 400, over 450,000 votes. That's huge. And it's saying Raila Odinga got 4,719, which is just 1%. That's the number Raila Odinga got in Nyeri. 1%. Out of 456, Raila Odinga only got 4,700. And he's saying in 2022, he's saying that all registered voters in Nyeri County are 492,000, close to 500,000. To get his numbers of this, to get his 1% of this number, Raila needs only 4,920 votes in Nyeri. If he gets more than that, he eats into Ruto's numbers. So the truth of the matter is that politics is a game of numbers. I thought he had indicated the numbers of votes William Ruto actually got, Uhuru got in those regions. I'm just trying to, he was sharing them here yesterday. Okay, he's saying that in that particular election, in 2017, Uhuru got 388 out of those registered voters, which formed 98% in Nyeri. Again, in 2017, in 2017, Nyeri had a registered voters. Okay, that one we had actually looked at, and the turnout was actually 86%. And out of that turnout, the people who went to vote, 98% of them voted for Uhuru. So Raila Odinga is looking into numbers, and the numbers are promising, because if Uhuru got 98% of the votes cast, he's so sure that he can eat, because anything now he eats is going to affect Ruto. He's looking at 20%, 30%, 40%. And Wahome Thuku is saying that now, first turnout in Nyeri this year will be at least 65%. And even the very best, it can be 70. So he's projecting that because there's no Kikuyu running, the turnout in Nyeri is likely to be between 65 to 70%. For Uhuru Kenyatta, it was 86%. That's going to work into the advantage of Raila Odinga. Remember, I've always told you that as far as the mountain politics is concerned, President Uhuru Kenyatta is just going to ensure that William Ruto's votes are deflated. How do you deflate them? You engineer low voter turnout, because there's nothing which will really excite the mountain. So you engineer low voter turnout. You ensure that if Raila Odinga's votes were actually suppressed, you make sure that this time around they are not suppressed. And that way you increase Raila Odinga's figures and lower William Ruto's figures. For example, if the turnout is going to be 70%, that will be a decrease of around 25%. That's huge. And if it's spread across the mountain, that's going to be huge. And that's what these guys are looking at, the game of numbers. Number 3, in my view, I also tend to think that these gentlemen, Raila and Karua, are actually trying to show that their ticket is reform-oriented. That Kibaki was reform-oriented, Karua worked with him, Raila worked with him. That's what they're trying to tell these people. On the other side, they're telling them that you have Rigathi Gachagua and you have Ruto. If you listened to Kabando's speech in Nyeri, it's clear that these guys are trying to portray themselves as reform-oriented team as compared to William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And lastly, I also tend to think that one of the main objectives of this rally is to rally the aspirants to start campaigning for Raila Odinga. This is the first time I saw in the mountain where aspirants had their banner, had Raila and Karua. The individual individual aspirants who have been doing this, but in this case, the aspirants, all of them from Nyeri, from the governor to the MPs, had a banner which was advertising for this particular event. They had the image of Raila Odinga and Martha Karua. So I think it's one of the stops or the strategies now which Uhuru is using. They've realized that the ground is shifting. I remember Kanini Kega posting that they're already at 45%, which I doubt, by the way. And assuming it's not, that's what they believe, then it means now they cannot go out and look for the remaining 5%. And lastly, I think it could be about endorsement of Mwai Kibaki. And I'll be following very closely what the Mwai Kibaki family will be up to, especially in this election. Will Jimmy Kibaki come out? Will Judy Kibaki come out to officially endorse Raila Amolo Odinga? I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Meanwhile, William Ruto is still in Tharaka Nithi, Nyeri, trying to comb the votes down there. I'll do an analysis on that and his objectives of camping down there. And until that time, please may you have a good day. Bye-bye.